Hi everyone and welcome back to the Easy to Learn English channel, where learning feels easy, natural, and full of life. I am Lily.
And I am David. Hello, Lily. You look so full of energy today. What is your secret?
Just my morning coffee and a beautiful day, David. But also, I am excited because today's topic can truly change how people speak English.
That sounds promising. What are we talking about?
We are talking about one of the biggest challenges English learners face: how to stop translating in your head.
Yes, the classic problem. You hear something in English, your brain runs back to your language, translates it, then tries to come back again with an answer. Exactly. It is like running in circles. You hear "how are you?" and before you answer, your mind is busy translating instead of just speaking. And by the time you think of a reply, the conversation has already moved on. You are left behind, still translating, right? It is not that learners do not know English words. It is that their brains are taking the long, slow road, a road full of traffic jams.
That is a perfect way to describe it. So today, we will show everyone how to take the fast road, thinking directly in English.
I love that. No detours, no traffic, just smooth thinking. So where do we begin? Tip number 1.
Tip number 1, start small. Really small. Like one word small. Exactly. Look around you right now. What do you see?
I see my microphone, my desk, and a cup of tea.
Perfect. Now here is the rule. When you look at your cup, do not think of it in your native language. Just think cup.
So my brain connects directly. Object to English word, no middle step.
Yes, you are building direct connections. Look at your window, think window. See the light, think light. It is like painting the world around you in English.
Exactly. You can even walk around your house and name things: chair, door, book, phone. Just 5 minutes a day makes a difference. That is so simple, but powerful. You are training your brain to stop waiting for translation.
Yes. The more often you do it, the faster your brain builds that English reflex, like muscle memory for your mind.
Exactly. Your thoughts start to connect naturally. Okay, ready for tip number 2.
Bring it on. Use pictures.
Pictures? Interesting. How does that work?
Because your brain loves images. Try using flashcards, those small study cards. On one side you draw or print a picture, on the other you write the English word.
Like a picture of a sun on one side and the word sun on the other.
Exactly. Then when you see the picture, you think sun, not your language.
That is genius. You are skipping the translation completely.
Yes, you can do this for animals: dog, cat, bird. Or food: apple, banana, bread.
It is fun too. You can turn it into a game. How many flashcards can you name in 1 minute?
Exactly. Learning should be fun. When you laugh, your brain remembers better. So first tip, label your world in English. Second tip, use pictures to build faster connections.
Right, but let us take it a step further. Words are great, but we need sentences too. Sentences, that is where it gets tricky.
It does. But here is the trick. Start with feelings and simple actions.
Okay, like I am happy.
Exactly. When you feel happy, think I am happy. When you are tired, think I am tired. Do not translate it. Just feel it and say it in English.
So I am connecting my emotion directly to the phrase.
Yes. You feel it, and the English words appear. It is almost like your heart learns the language too.
That is beautiful. It really works.
Try it with actions too. When you drink water, think I drink water. When you sit down, think I sit down.
So I am describing my life in English as it happens.
Exactly. You are living in English, not just studying it. That is such a game changer. I can already feel my brain rewiring.
And it gets easier every day. It is like building small English roads in your brain, one by one, until one day it becomes a superhighway, fast, natural, automatic.
That is the goal. And here is the next step. Tip number 4, watch and listen to simple English.
My favorite. Learning through fun things like podcasts, cartoons, and songs.
Exactly. Cartoons are perfect because you can see what is happening. When a character says, "Look, a ball," and you see the ball, your brain connects the sound with the image. So you understand instantly without translating.
Yes, The story, the colors, the sounds, everything helps you think directly in English. It is like your brain is a sponge, soaking in meaning.
Exactly. You are not studying, you are absorbing.
I love that. It feels less like homework and more like life.
And songs work the same way. When you sing along to head, shoulders, knees, and toes, you hear the words and move your body. You are connecting language, sound, and motion. That is why it sticks in your memory. So 5 minutes of naming objects, 10 minutes of cartoons, and a song or two, that is already a great practice routine.
Exactly. It is simple, natural, and does not feel like studying.
And this is something everyone can do, anywhere, anytime.
Yes, you do not need fancy tools, just a little consistency. That is true, Lily. I love how easy this feels. It is like you are turning English into part of daily life.
That is exactly what we want, for English to live with you, not just inside a textbook.
That is such a powerful idea, Lily. Letting English live with you, not just in books. I think a lot of learners forget that.
Yes, because many people only study English when they sit at a desk. But life is the real classroom. Every sound, every object, every feeling, it is all English waiting to be noticed.
That is so true. Even walking outside, you can practice. You see the sky and think sky. You feel the wind and think wind. It is like the whole world becomes your teacher.
Exactly, David. The key is to open your mind and connect English to life, not translation. And that brings us to the most important tip, patience.
Yes, tip number 5, be patient with yourself. Because changing how your brain works takes time. If you have been translating for years, it will not stop overnight, right?
Learning to think in English is like learning to walk again. At first you fall, you forget, you make mistakes, but every small step still counts.
I love that. You do not run a marathon on your first day. You start with one slow step and then another.
Exactly. And soon your steps become faster, smoother, stronger. The same happens with language. So when learners catch themselves translating, they should not feel guilty.
No, never. That moment is actually progress. It means you are aware, and awareness is the first step to change.
So instead of saying, "I am bad at English," they can say, "I noticed I translated. Now I will try again." Yes, exactly. Kindness to yourself is part of learning. Be patient, be curious, and keep going.
That is beautiful, Lily. You make it sound like learning a language is a journey, not a race.
It really is. Every word you learn, every sentence you think, it is a step forward. So for anyone listening right now, if you can name one object in English, that is already a victory. A small victory, but a real one. Celebrate it, because small progress builds big change. And mistakes. They are your teachers, the best ones. Mistakes show you where to grow.
That is such a healthy mindset. I think many learners will breathe easier hearing that.
Yes, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be present, to listen, speak, and keep trying. That is what creates fluency, not speed, but connection.
Exactly. Fluency is when your heart, your brain, and your voice move in the same rhythm. That is so poetic. I can imagine someone walking down the street, whispering tree, car, sky, and smiling because it finally feels natural.
Yes, that is the moment we are all working toward when English becomes part of who you are. Let us do a quick recap for everyone listening.
Sure.
Tip number 1, start small. Name what you see: pen, book, chair. Tip number 2, use pictures and flashcards. Connect English words to images. Tip number 3, feel and act in English. Think, "I am happy. I drink water as life happens." Tip number 4, listen and watch cartoons, podcasts, and songs. Make English alive and visual. And tip number 5, be patient and kind to yourself. Progress takes time.
You see, it is not about studying more. It is about connecting more.
Exactly. Because English is not just a language, it is a bridge to people, stories, and opportunities.
I love that. And when you stop translating, conversations feel lighter, faster, real.
Yes, you listen, you understand, you answer, all in one flow like music.
Exactly, Lily. And soon you will realize your mind is no longer switching between languages. It is just speaking. That is the dream. And it starts with one moment, looking at your world in English.
So, everyone listening, we challenge you today. Look around and name 5 things in English right now.
Yes, say them out loud, even whisper them. Feel the words become part of your day.
Because English grows when you use it. Not when you memorize it, but when you live it.
That is such a powerful truth. Thank you, Lily, and thank you to all our wonderful listeners for learning with us today. Yes, thank you for being here. We hope these tips help you think and speak more freely.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to the Easy to Learn English channel. It really helps our channel grow. And do not forget to share this episode with a friend who is learning English too. Now, before we go, we have a little question for you.
Oh, I love this part.
Look around you right now. What is one thing you see? Write that English word in the comments below. It could be phone, window, plant, or book. Simple words that start your English journey.
We cannot wait to read your answers. Your words show your progress. And remember, every word counts.
You are doing amazing. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep thinking in English. This is your time to grow. We believe in you. See you in the next episode of the Easy to Learn English channel. Take care, everyone. Keep your English alive every single day. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.